while the temperature drops, the one thing that can rise quickly is your bill to heat the home. This is Beat the Bills Week on Your Morning Ottawa, and this morning we're all about advice to help reduce your heating bill. Chris Eads with WO Stinson & Son joins us this morning. Good morning to you, my friend.
Good morning, Will.
And you know, last week we had you on, we were talking about the icicle house, right? Mm-hmm. That is the complete opposite way to save money because you're going to run into so many problems. But this time of year, we've got some tips just to help us out a little bit and ease some of that pain.
Yeah, for sure. So number one, don't turn the heat off or else we will see the ice castle. Easiest thing is your thermostat. Number one, studies show that if you drop your temperature 5 to 7 degrees, just in general, you will save up to 10% in your heating cost. Now, that comes on the heels of comfort, though. So you can use a programmable thermostat and lower the temperature when you're out of the home during the work week or away for the weekend. This will save some time. Lower it 3 to 5 degrees when you come back home, and then it puts up to the comfort level. If we do more than 5 degrees, we waste all of that energy getting back up to temperature. So we just want to make it small, but that will make a difference.
I like that. And Chris, do you have like maybe a certain temperature that you wouldn't want to go beneath? Like maybe you're comfortable in the house with it being a little bit cooler, but to protect the house with all the elements, is there a temperature you probably would suggest not going under?
In general, the rule of thumb is 10 to 12 degrees Celsius, which is just above 50 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's going to maintain everything from getting too cold, warping some material. You know, it just keeps the house sort of at a normal state.
Okay, good. I love that because you want to make sure that maybe we can handle it. We'll just wear a sweater, but you don't want to drop too low.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, sealed drafts around doors and windows, which if you stand by them, that comes through.
It's going to come out. If your windows look like this, obviously we're looking at a bigger expense to maybe renovate and upgrade the windows. If not, just seals. There are plastic kits, and they look like Saran wrap. You can get them at any sort of home hardware, Home Depot, and that'll seal the window. As far as doors, there's little draft carpets that go underneath the door, so it eliminates the draft from coming in. You're going to know where the cold parts are in the house and address that. These are all things that homeowners can do.
And that can make a massive difference too, because when you see some of those areas that might be a little bit cracked, how much cool air gets through, and you can speak to this too. When it's really cold outside, it doesn't take a long time for that cold air to get in and make a difference.
That's right. And if we have an older home, the cold air is coming in through an expired window. Insulation in the attic could be from the 60s or 70s. So we're bringing the cold air in, it's going straight out, we're losing all of our heat. This is a huge expense, but it depends if we're doing a renovation or if it's a quick fix for the next couple of months.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so something that I think is maybe hard to wrap your mind around, but maybe if you're thinking mid to long term, this is definitely a good idea, but talking about upgrading energy efficient equipment in the home.
Absolutely. So number one, furnaces are number one. If we're running at a 15 or plus year-old furnace, the efficiency rating is going to be down. So if you get a brand new 2026, it's going to be, they have furnaces that are up to 98% efficient. That is going to reduce the operating costs as well. They have modulating furnaces. They have variable speed furnaces, so it's the consumption of energy that we bring in to what we're putting out. So the gas supply is reduced with a modulating furnace, and then you have your fan motors that will ramp up and ramp down, so it saves on the electrical cost as well.
And that's long term, right? Like you said, these have a lifespan 10 to 15 years,
That's
and I'm
right.
sure the one that you had maybe 15 years ago to a 2026, there are some major improvements.
Oh, for sure, 100%. Yeah. And that's why if we're looking into a renovation to upgrade, we want to look at our HVAC system. Very overlooked, but we trust it. We don't pay attention to it, but we do like it warm in the wintertime and we like it cool in the summertime. So it's the heart of our home that we need to take care of.
I love that. And I was going to touch on this, but I realized it's part of this one. So ensuring the furnace filter is clean. And if you're like me, when you were first time home buyer, you buy one at a time, but maybe get a few once you're at the store. Yeah.
For sure. This is something so simple and so easy, but a clean air filter is going to allow the airflow to move through your furnace. There's less draw on the fan motor, so less electrical cost, and it just keeps the airflow going, the dust down, just better environment for the home. So this is something so simple. Get your 3-pack, your 4-pack, leave them by the furnace, set an alarm every It's really up to comfort, but every 30 to 90 days, change that air filter and you'll see a difference.
And there's different ones you can get too, right? Like if you have pets in the home to
Absolutely.
accumulate certain hair, so there are different types of furnace filters based on your lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely. Disposables are the quickest or the cheapest, whatnot, but there's an array of indoor air quality products that you can get, so it's up to what the environment is and what you're looking for.
Well, Chris Eades, really appreciate your time from W.O. Stinson & Son, especially as we head into the next few days where we see temperatures maybe up to minus 30 degrees. It is perfect to have you with these tips this morning.
For sure. Thank you so much.